We depend on satellites for everything: navigation, communication, security, even weather forecasts. But what if suddenly they all just shut down? No warning, no time to prepare. Just silence in orbit, no GPS, no internet, no global coordination. A modern blackout in the skies. You wouldn't just lose your signal, you'd lose the world as you know it. Stick around, because the real impact of a global satellite shutdown is way more terrifying and way more real than you think. Right now, there are over 7,500 active satellites orbiting Earth. They're run by governments, corporations, military branches, and even schools. From SpaceX's Starlink to military reconnaissance birds, you're surrounded by invisible eyes in the sky. The sky isn't empty, it's a traffic jam. These satellites track hurricanes, power GPS, deliver stock trades, monitor wars, and beam your favorite Netflix shows. Even your Uber ride depends on satellites coordinating timing and location. Lose them, and the world becomes deaf, blind, and lost in milliseconds. Imagine, at 3:17 p.m., every satellite stops working. GPS, dead. Internet, down. Television, gone. International phone calls, not happening. Airplanes, still in the sky, but now flying blind. Welcome to the new dark age, the silent skies. No GPS means no way to track your location. Planes can't land safely. Ships can't navigate oceans. Trucks can't find delivery points. We've built the entire modern world on a system that floats in space, and if it stops, everything collapses like a digital house of cards. Most financial systems rely on satellite time synchronization. Banks, stock trades, crypto mining, they all depend on precise satellite timing. Without that, trades misfire, ledgers desync, financial chaos begins. We're talking global economic freefall in hours. Do you even own a paper map? Do you know how to use it? If satellites vanished, your smartphone becomes a fancy paperweight. Welcome to Geography Class Survival Edition. Most long-range internet transmission relies on satellites, especially in rural areas, undersea cable relays, and for connecting continents. No satellites equals no global internet infrastructure. Social media? Gone. Video calls? Nope. Cloud storage? Access denied. ATMs fail. Credit card machines stop. Mobile banking collapses. Your money isn't gone. You just can't reach it. Ever tried buying groceries during a blackout? Now imagine that everywhere. Military satellites track missiles, spy on threats, and coordinate troops. Without them, nations become defenseless, blind to enemy movement, and vulnerable to sudden attacks. Imagine every major power simultaneously guessing. Satellites monitor crime, terrorism, nuclear facilities, and natural disasters. Without that oversight, crime spikes, terror cells act, forest fires go unchecked. Even worse, bad actors might have backup satellite tech. You won't know who's watching, but it won't be you. Satellites track storms, heat waves, and climate data. Lose them, and we're flying blind into hurricanes. Tsunamis? No warnings. Wildfires? No detection. Weather becomes guesswork. Lives are lost. Entire cities unprepared. Shipping lanes stall. Cargo planes are grounded. Warehouses freeze without data. From your Amazon order to emergency medicine, global supply chains choke without satellites coordinating them. Autonomous vehicles rely on constant satellite positioning. Without it, your Tesla becomes a 4,000-pound confused toddler on wheels. Self-driving collapses, roads jam, accidents spike, satellite TV and radio, poof, you might survive without Netflix. But emergency alerts, weather warnings, and broadcasts, gone too. Even international news would vanish. With no active satellites to control traffic, space debris becomes uncontrollable. Collisions begin, chain reactions follow. It's called the Kessler syndrome, where one satellite crash causes thousands of new fragments and dooms space forever. Smart home systems rely on satellite-fed networks. Security systems crash. Home automation goes dark. Smart homes? Dumb as bricks. Grandma, the satellites shut down so the fridge locked us out, the stove is offline, and Alexa won't tell jokes anymore. Yes, satellites even support your smart appliances. Welcome to high-tech house arrest. Without satellites, planes lose navigation, weather tracking, and ground coordination. Result? All flights grounded. Globally, tens of thousands of people stranded mid-journey, some in the air with no landing instructions. Satellites carry atomic clocks, used for everything from syncing your phone to controlling national power grids. Once those clocks go haywire, power grids fail, cities go dark, time becomes unreliable, and chaos follows. Many power systems rely on precise timing, from satellites to balance loads and prevent surges. Without those signals, grids become unstable. Blackouts ripple from one country to another. We're not just losing power, we're plunging into digital darkness. Medical equipment, ambulance tracking, and emergency coordination rely heavily on satellites. Without them, ambulances can't navigate, remote surgeries canceled, vaccine logistics paralyzed. Healthcare goes from high-tech to prehistoric in minutes. Satellites don't just watch the skies, they protect borders. Missile defense systems, drone surveillance, and troop coordination collapse without satellites. In a flash, world powers are militarily blind, relying on decades-old fallback systems. Earth-observing and deep space satellites stream back climate, geological, and astronomical data 24/7. Lose them? We lose our connection to the stars, to Earth's climate systems, to global monitoring of disasters and change. Science goes mute. Okay, here's the real mystery. What could actually knock out every satellite? A massive solar storm? Possible. Cyber attack from a rogue nation or AI? Terrifying but plausible. Space warfare? Let's hope not. Or, what if they're shut down intentionally? And that raises a deeper, darker question. We've built everything, finance, defense, communication, on a fragile layer of machines circling Earth. Was that ever a good idea? What if some powerful groups knew this weakness and just waited? A digital Achilles heel in the sky. Short answer, there are fallback systems, but they're limited, outdated, and slow to deploy. Some governments have satellite redundancy plans, but in a full shutdown scenario, the first 48 hours would be pure chaos. New technologies are emerging: low-orbit drone networks, high-altitude balloons, fiber optic intercontinental relays, but they're years from replacing satellites. And satellites? They're expensive, fragile, and too easy to take out. Here's the most chilling scenario. What if the shutdown isn't an accident? What if someone, somewhere, is already testing satellite killer tech, and this blackout is just phase one? You wouldn't know who did it. You wouldn't know why. You just know the sky went silent. This isn't just about Netflix, GPS, or weather reports. It's about our ability to see our planet from above, communicate instantly across oceans, predict the next global threat, track the stars, stay connected as a species. Without satellites, we'd lose the mirror that reflects Earth back to itself. If satellites shut down, it won't just be a glitch. It will be the biggest technological unraveling in human history. So next time your GPS lags or your signal drops, take a second to wonder, what if next time it doesn't come back? Hit subscribe for more curiosity-driven, jaw-dropping scenarios and real science breakdowns.